Hello, right, welcome. So I am retrying to do a Final Fantasy 9 Ironman run. I have been uploading it onto YouTube, but noticed there was some issues with my audio. Couldn't figure out why. Basically, I'm very stupid and forgot that my Streamlabs settings were not correct. So instead of using my HyperX microphone, which is very nice and very clear quality, I was using my laptops. Which explains why the audio was so shockingly awful. Hopefully you can hear me fine now. So, we'll try this again. This is my Final Fantasy 9 Iron Man run. I do have a few rules set up. I created something for this. I'll go a quick look through it. So, this is my Final Fantasy 9 run. I basically using the wiki, using other guides, other details to find out the information I wanted, to get the actual idea for the levels and the health. But for now, we'll talk about the standard rules. So we have no leveling past the next boss. So if the next boss is, let's say it's Plant Brain, the Plant Brain is level 7. So technically, you'd have to you could level up to level 7. But you'll notice, and I'll show you in a bit. A few bosses have a character cap, and that's to do with this little situation here. So some bosses, after the current boss, will be lower level, so you have to make sure you're not too over leveled for that. Stealing is allowed because otherwise you struggle. I think you're not going to get a lot of money. I don't think sometimes. You are allowed to buy from the vendors. It's a game over if you get a full party death in battle. Doesn't matter if someone dies, you can bring them back to life. If only the entire party is wiped out. There are a few exceptions to this as well, though, like forced defeat. Forced resting spots are checkpoints, so after Eva Forest, after Dali Inn, and Loom Bloom, and then if you do a disc change. Phoenix Downs are allowed because they have to be allowed for theatrics. These are my standard rules. If you want to make any changes or want to add to it, you can do. I have hard mode ones, but I'm not doing them myself. But first I can talk about these ones. That way my cats are fighting. So in hard mode, if a character dies in battle, that's it, they are dead. If they get inflicted with stone or venom, you have to cure it before the battle ends, otherwise it's no longer valid. That character is technically dead. And the party wipe starts you back from the beginning of the game. There are extra rules, we're not going to talk about them at the moment because they come into play a bit later. I'll talk about later. But they've got the rules and violations, so you can't use no encounters, you can't use battle assist, you can't use 9999. That will invalidate the run, and it means you have to start again. You are allowed to use speed up, but only for grinding and traversing the areas. And with that, we'll have a look. Boss levels, just to go through it quickly. I have every boss and forced encounter to a degree. It has what the typing is, has what the skills are, and some extra notes along with the health. So, if we look at the Master Man, he has Potion, Wrist, and a Mage Master. So, it's in bold, that means it's in piece of equipment. That should also be in bold actually, because it's equipment. There you go. You see it says level 1, health, level 1, health. Both versions of Prison Cage. And then you got level 2, and here, Plant Brain, level 7, but the character cap is 3. Because Sea Lion is level 3. other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So what we're going to do is get ready for the run. We are going to start a new run again because I need to make up for my egregious errors in my audio. Hopefully this is fine. Let me know if the audio is not good, if I'm not too loud, or I'm too loud. Is the game audio good enough, etc. There are some quality of life mods on here, so you may see some better SMDs, you might see some different character artwork for my character profiles. That will be, they're the quality of life changes on the Memoria engine. None of it is game breaking, none of it affects the game. You're not going to see me having insta wins on anything. I am going to speed through the game, so I will try to explain as best as I can what the story is, what's happening. Good Final Fantasy game when? I mean, I suppose no, Tactics doesn't count. Tactics Advance definitely doesn't count. No one cares about the advanced games. Saying that, I'm very tempted to get the new Tactics remaster coming out. So this cutscene showing up on, we saw two people in a storm, and then someone wakes up. That's the Princess Garnet. She's waking up with her memories of what happened. Seeing the airship at the get-go. Really nice looking airship. Oh, Dissidia was a fantastic game. Dissidia and Duodecim. And I keep saying this, if any game in Final Fantasy gets a remake, it should be Duodecim. Duodecim is basically Dissidia but better. Dissidia NT was not it. I wasn't a fan of Dissidia NT. Opera Omnia did really well. Yep. Yeah, so pretty simple start. We're going to face Sparku. We're going to try and get the Mage Smasher. This is a very important piece of equipment for the Dawn. Get as many items as we can because we need to look around. You might have to sell them later for money. Get this to work. Come on. I don't play on PC enough to know how to do this. Ironman 2. This is my second attempt, so I'm calling it Ironman 2. So, Mathman has 3 items to steal: a potion, a wrist, and the Mage Masher. The Mage Masher is really what I want to get. It is a second. It is a direct upgrade for Zidane straight away. Steal rates are a bit ridiculous in this game. Proving me wrong now, apparently. The steal rates are horrendous, but I just got the semi-rarest steel. There we go. The steal rates in 5/9 are bad. I'm just gonna say it like that, it's bad. Stealing has 2 different mechanics to it. So there's the confirmation you are successful at stealing, and then there's the second part of it where it chooses what you're stealing. So stealing is based on it's level times speed. And then it goes against, it's a random number times your speed and your level. And it goes against the opponent's speed and their level. And if yours is higher, you get to steal. and then it does a secondary effect where it rolls between 1 and 256, and whatever number it lands on, that's what you steal if there's an item in that slot. If that doesn't make sense, don't worry. It doesn't make sense to me either, half the time. We are skipping through. We are discussing what's happening. So we are on the airship. We're traveling to the city of Alexandria to perform a play called "I Want to Be Your Canary" because it's the princess's 16th birthday. But this acting troupe are actually also a band of thieves, and they're there to go kidnap the princess. We'll be our second character and the best character in the series, and no one can at me at this. I don't care what you say. This is Evie. Best boys. And then you see in the Prima Vista the airship for performances. Oh, that's quite cool. I don't think I've actually seen the same 25th anniversary on there. It must have been updated for that. That's quite nice. Game transitions into the actual backgrounds. Are you alright? I'm still upset about the fact that they changed the dialogue in this, so she's no longer saying what she says. So she can't pronounce, in the original version, she can't pronounce her R's. She goes, "Are you all white?" and you walk to ticket. And in the remaster, they changed the dialogue. I'm like, you've ruined it. Right, so we're now going to go collect. There we go. We're going to go collect some items. A lot of these are going to be card items, we'll get it anyway. So this character, who is probably question mark, he's here to. There's a he. He's here to go and watch the performance. He's traveled all the way from home. You see it. So the first thing we're going to do, as actually do in any Final Fantasy game, you go around and steal shit. You go speak a bit. So we're going to go steal some life savers. Final Fantasy games. Remember how they said video games tell people how to be bad? I don't think I've ever tried to break someone's house and take stuff. About to get hit by hook beelines for you no matter where you're going. So I'm just going to go for it. These are the nobles of Trino, whatever you want to call it. And you'll notice, yes, we have different types of humans, as not only humans, people. So this is a hippo, or hippo. Oceans. Male red mage. So red mages is like, I'm not even sure what they count in this game. I think they're just a class in this game. There are no red mages in the game. You can play as. Simply. You can buy items and they're really expensive. But at the moment, we're fine. I might try for the Moonstone again later. The three heroic knights of Pluto, the statue was built to commemorate the three knights who fought bravely in the 15th Libyan War in 1601. These are based on the Final Fantasy IV characters, the Magus sisters. You got the tall one, the small one, and the slightly larger one. That's what the Magus sisters look like in Final Fantasy IV. you'll see a lot of allusions to previous games. No, 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 no. Why they put an item there, I do not know. It's a bit annoying. No, I am not doing the rope mini game. That's gonna hurt me. Make sure you remember this item here, the Phoenix Pinion. Really rare items, and if you can get them, if you need money, they sell for 1,000 gil each. Good to have. We're gonna break into her house. Steal more money. How's my audio going at the moment? Am I talking loud enough? Can you hear me over the music? Is it clearer? I'm pretty... I know you've watched my videos, Will, so... Oh, no. Didn't you say no? Sorry. Right, there is a potion here and the tent here. So I spoke to Hippor in the main square earlier, and he mentions having 3 treasures hidden. If you climb up here now and pull the rope, you can find those treasures. Ironite, Goblin, and Fang cards. So that's all that's there. I'm going to quickly look at the key items. So we've got the ticket. Come see the all-time classic love story. I want to be your crow. A tragic tale of destiny, cursed memories, dreams, life, and death. Now, okay, so I want to be your crow. Okay. What's shown today? This year's performance is a masterpiece. I want to be your canary. Oh, that's not good. Show ticket? Oh. Is that fake? Oh, poor baby. That piano. Doom. So, as a to make me feel better, he gives me 3 cards. I'm going to try and find someone called Alleyway Jack to try and teach us. So, Alleyway Jack, let's go to the alleyway. I love this. He's so angry at you for falling over. It's for this. The kid's asking me about the ticket. He knows it's fake, and he wants you to become his slave. You can say yes, because you know. It's clear. And now you have 2 choices. You either talk to him quickly or you leave. So this is Alleyway Jack. He's a bit of a naughty one. He will steal money from you if you don't talk to him fast enough. But if you do talk to him fast enough, he'll teach you how to play cards. A very convoluted way to teach you. Welcome our save box. The Moogles will how we save, but also how we heal with tents outside of battle. We're not really going to talk to them very often unless I need to do a hard save. I'll just get through this a bit. We meet Stiltskin, who could be a wandering Moogle. Quite a nice Moogle to see because they offer us items for that amount of gil. Now we're going to climb the rooftop to get into the performance. If you go to the bird nest, you will have gil in it, so good to take it. VV is in VV. Apparently his name is weird. That's the rat kid called Cook. There we go. It gets me there's no guards wandering around seeing this. They've snuck in. Yeah, I know now. I still question how the Queen had a child with such a different colour skin complexion. Like in this later on, you find out more about what's going on, but that one, she's had a child who looks exactly the same as Garnet. I'm like, why are you blue? No question. You can't question Final Fantasy games, I suppose. So. I don't understand why they gave Sidon a sword here. Like, Sinner has his hammer. Sidon's been given a sword. Sidon doesn't use swords at all. So this is even though this is like a stage event, you can lose this fight. You shouldn't lose this fight. So like our special effects, we got special effects now and not just skills, which is kind of funny. But you shouldn't be losing this fight anyway. Sinner may die. That is a sacrifice everyone's happy to take. Sinner is useless. I'm not even going to go there about Sinner. There's two ways. You can either just go straight for King Leo and just ignore the guards. They will just not do anything. Or you can kill them out. One hit will knock them out. And that's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Until the ghost decides to tell me it's not actually the ghost its plan is pretending to be. It's not my fault you fall off the cliffs in Peak. Did you die? Right. So, I have two options here. I can either go for the Moonstone and get 10,000 gil, or I try to get the Silk Shirt. The Silk Shirt would give me a bit more safety during the Plant Brain fight, but I think because we're not doing hard mode Ironman rules, I can go for the Moonstone. And as I found out, you can make a mistake or two and still get 100 out of 100. you just won't get the 10,000 gifts. But you still get the moonstone for it. I was like, oh. Played this game for 20 odd years? Didn't know that. I'm getting some varied button prompts this time. I did this a few days ago, and all I kept getting was triangle split X, triangle X, triangle X, triangle X for like a good 15 prompts in a row. There you go. We do not perform them again. Just the way you went wrong, Will, and I get why. It's not your fault. Don't know why they defaulted to yes. It shouldn't default to yes at all. And in all fairness, about the is this poisonous peak, you really thought I'd eat it first? I did find out I'm pretty sure the yellow one, the yellow crisp berries in peak, they also give you some extra stamina. The red ones heal you, yellow ones give you some stamina, and the green ones are just poisonous. But poison isn't really a big deal because poison wears off over time. You can eat the green ones, yeah, you get poison, but poison wears off. It sure is fascinating. So obviously we've snuck in using the sword fight. We've knocked out some male guards to get that armor. We're trying to find the princess. And now Dawn doing what the Dawn does best, and flirting. Okay, halfway through the game, yeah, sure, don't stand on that point, is a big deal. Beginning of the game, not a big deal. Same with sleep. Like, take the energy drink and use it to get up a bit more. I have made some impressive climbs with a lollipop. Also, fantastic music. How's the audio? Well, you can tell me, hopefully. Is the music in the background working fine? I can turn it up a bit for you. Haha, very funny. You used the wrong word, by the way. I'm not sure how they found out about her being in danger. Very confused. Also, all they said was the princess is in danger, and then suddenly Beatrice says she's disappeared with the pendant. I'm like, that's not what they said. That's not what they said. They just said she's in danger. You know what? You can be. You can be your favorite character. Captain Adalbert William. You like Lupin the Third. Is it Lupin the Third or Zenigata? I need to watch it to understand it. That's all I know what Stan is based on. Right, so we go anyway. Go back to Queen Bran, Brane, Bran, Bran Flakes. Talk to her, she'll give you a Moonstone if you get 100 out of 100 correct. If you get 100 out of 100 Nobles Impressed, you get a Moonstone. If it's like 84 to 99, you get a Silk Shirt. Then you get an Elite Elixir, then an Ether, and then you get like a Phoenix down. If you did really poorly. Talk to the two guards, Brooklyn and Coel, the super sleuths of the team. If you come up here, you get a list of all the captains of the Knights of Pluto. They got William, Blutzen, Coel, Laudo, Dojabon, Bryreich, I want to say Bryreich, Waymar Hagen, and Mullen Kadine. Yeah, that's it. Go away. So we're going to try and talk to all the Knights of Pluto. Yep, talk to Dojabon. Talk to Mullen Kadine here. Laudo's in here. The Geofan Prince of Garnet. The reason we're doing this because you get, I mean, yeah, I don't need to do it, but the reason we're doing it is because if you speak to all 8 knights, you get a elixir basically for doing this, and you also find out some information about all of them. Bargain's the best one. You just run around going Fury. So we're going the way first. Okay, no. So, talk to this one, it's just called Data Pluto. I mean, you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell it's blank. But if you do talk to him, you get an extra prompt. Talk to Waymar here, who's the ladies' man. This was everyone possible. Here's Bryreich. They talked to him. He said, oh. He wants to get to the top for exercise. Talked to him again. He said, has all the knights been received the order? All knights were there. And he goes, was there an extra one? Because we spoke to blank, you get that prompt. And now Bryreich gives you all the information about the knights you need to now remember for Disc 3. So Blutzen and Coel are the super sleuths. Laudo is a writer. Dojabon's the most famous artillerist. Waymar's knows every girl's name. Hagen knows the entire city. Mullen Gadine won the cannonball race. And that's it. You get the elixir for having all 9. Or all 8, I should say. So that's important in Disc 3, where you have to give orders to them. You have to give orders in the correct or with the correct prompt to the correct pair. Blah blah blah. Fatigue, red, ugly. And I love watching the characters spin around when they go around the other side. They run backwards. Oh, every time I watch that FMV, I love it. It's done so well. You're flying like a bird. And then you get Ruby, the only character in the entire game to have a southern accent. Honestly, not sure why, but I suppose it's meant to be showing that someone's really good at acting of it. I don't know. I always thought she had blue hair, but when I played this version, I noticed actually no, it's not her hair, it's a bow. She's got like grey silver hair. But yeah, she had a southern accent. You had no doubt suspected. The truth is that I am actually your mother. The princess going it to Alexandra. And bizarrely, that's just the kidnapper. I mean, Leon had no idea why, but he's like, oh, you want to get away from them? Okay, sure, whatever. And then Sinner gets absolutely roasted. You startled me. With a face like that, I'd be pretty shocked. But damn! Poor Sinner. Now, I'd be interested to see a Garnet freaking JoJo design he created. I can see one of Kuja being made, because let's be honest, it's Kuja. Kuja and Garland, I can definitely see. Amaranth would get one easily. I mean, play Final Fantasy VII. There is a character called Geo in that. Right, we get into our next forced encounter. Say forced encounter, it's like kind of the boss. But first thing we're going to do is speed this part up. Turn the wheels. Turn the wheels to the left and turning it to the right. Will you check? Now, I assume they thought people might not see this exit. So when you talk to the house something, but you go down here, Garnet will move and tell you, oh, we can go here. Yeah, Felix down in the opinion, again, easy money, you need to sell anything. It's like, we should restore into this room. Style. He has got style and grace. So, this is Dino, he's level 1. He has 169 health, nice. He has 2 items, a leather hat and a silk shirt. They are common and uncommon, so it should be a 1 in 4 chance to get the silk shirt. I do want a silk shirt because I want to give it to Vivi. Sinner is probably going to die, that's expected. Not, there we go. And fun fact, Let's see if he attacks. Okay. There's a quick, nice little fun fact about this fight. Blank is apparently immortal. So, I have done that for the intention that you'll see in a second. Also, that's not a great pose he's doing there. This is a skill you'll never see Stan do ever again, by the way. He does it on blank, who's unconscious, and then he comes back to life. No, I hate Aqua. And they're just running in circles. Keep speeding through this, so this is just for you to understand what's going on above you at the moment. So we're directly below the stage right now. And we have Garnet become Cornelia. Cornelia is a reference to Final Fantasy 1 with the Kingdom of Cornelia where you first start the game. Prince Schneider, William is now acting and he has no idea what's going on. And I love this because he generally believes it's happening for real. He's a bit bamboozled. I mean, when I was like 9 years old, I thought this was actually happening too. I had no idea what was going on. I actually thought she died when I was 9. But oh yeah. And yeah, Diana is that bamboozled. He thinks she's actually been killed. He's a method actor. What can you say? Look at those jiggle physics. Fury! Magic. She's like, ow, that hurts. That's hot. So I would do the speed trick here to get through this part faster, but it's not really in the spirit of Iron Man. I will speed through it, mind you. So we're just going to attack William. Because once you do enough damage, there you go. Fair enough. That's actually fast. That's actually slow. So there is something you can do there where you kill everyone off except Dagger or Garnet, and she instantly the fight instantly ends because it's scripted to end. We're now trying to make a very quick escape. A very quick escape. And I don't know if you saw it, but you don't know if you saw it, but Vidar was also making faces and shaking his tail at them, antagonizing them. And you know what? You had to watch William get Dino get knocked over again. It's quite funny. Oh, I didn't even see the message. Good job, Will. You're on point for once. So also here you can speed up the fight by not having anyone alive, because it's scripted to let, because Dino gets turned in. If everyone's dead but Garnet, he won't do anything, and then the bomb can just grow non-stop. But it's not in the spirit of a Iron Man, so we're not going to do that. Knock him out. It is a shame the battle system is so slow, but what can you do with it? I mean, I know what I can do with it, but that's not really Final Fantasy 9 style gameplay then. I don't think it really counts to an Iron Man run. I could change it to be fast so that basically as soon as you go to another character and their bar's filling up, it'll instantly bring that ATB up to max, which is kind of cheating. I can do dynamic, so which is very buggy. Dynamic doesn't really work very well, but dynamic works, and so everyone's turns are going at once. So at one point you could be attacking with his arm, while the monster is attacking Dino on your party line. It's kind of buggy. I mean, this is a fantastic rescue mission from the Queen. I want my daughter back. Blow it up. A bit weird. Also, the amount of strength to be able to break a fan like that. We're gonna crash. I thought you said us special forces then. Like, what have we done? What are we special forces of? I know what kind of special force we both are, and I can't really say that on stream. So now she wants them to bring the princess back alive with a new experiments. They want to kill her. She's like, no, bring her back alive. It's like, oh, unhinged. By the way, Vaughn and Fawn are the oldest pair in the game. They are 88. Okay, besides Garland. Besides Garland, they are the oldest. They are 88 years old. Very sprightly for 88-year-olds. We have now crashed into the evil forest. So you may notice we were floating on like clouds, and then we sank beneath it into the forest. So that's not actually clouds. That is a layer of mist. What encapsulates the continent we're in. It's in turn called the mist continent. So the mist continent is a giant bold because it's surrounded almost completely by mountainous ranges, with a few areas where it can escape from, but the mist can stay, and it incorporates the entirety of the continent, and it causes different things to happen. Then monsters spawn in the mist. Mist can change how a person acts. There is a civilization what lives primarily in the mist, and it's caused them to adapt to it hundreds of years ago. They transformed into the Prometheans and the Clarons. They're more battle hardened because of it. We just saw an active time event, so these happen at the same time of what's going on where you are. So something just happened to Garnet, so you need to go find her. Ideally, I won't level up here. I won't get an encounter. I do have increased encounter rate because I put it back to the original encounter rates on the PS1. Because, funny me, right? The PS1 encounter rates were overtuned. Like, you're getting constant encounters sometimes. I can run away from it, I don't really want to. But in the remaster, they adjusted the encounter rate and made it worse. They went to the other side and made it even harder to get encounters. You can go entire dungeons without having a single encounter. And that shouldn't happen. We're going to speed through this because this is a forced dialogue. We're now getting introduced to the trance system, so when your trance bar fills up, you have a surge of emotion, you transform. It's long-winded, it's automatic, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass because it happens when you don't want it to. So we're going to use trance to defeat it. We're going to use free energy twice. Do not use Tidal Flame, she will kill Garnet with it. Prison Cage has 513 health. If the ended for energy 3, 2 free energies will make it run away. That's all you need to do. Hope it doesn't do that. But we're going to get another encounter in a second. I'm going to fix my situation up quickly here. But now, we're like, oh, this is a minion, so take it to its master, so we can go find her. It comes back and take Vivi. But Vivi, being Vivi, will not let that happen. This is the second version of Plant Cage. It has 333 health. It has 2 items we can steal. The broadsword and the leather wrist. We want the leather wrist mainly. We are on a bit of a time limit with this because Vivi will keep casting fire on it. That's about 210. Or minus the healing. Ooh. He's getting slapped. If I don't get the lower wrist, we're losing out on Blizzard for a bit. We're not going to be using Blizzard for a while anyway, so it's not a big deal, but it'd be nice to have early. Let's do it just in case. There we go. I wouldn't be surprised if we could actually hit him with the next hit, but I'm not too sure. No, it wasn't. So this time it dies and it tries to spread seeds across the party to stop up so that it can regrow. Very lovely. Very lovely indeed. Just speed through this. Diana's gonna try and save Princess, but he accuses them of abandoning her. Complains about the antidote, thinks it's poison. And then he goes, oh, why not? And hey, it's not actually that bad. Baku's like, don't care that she's missing. He's gonna protect his troop first and primarily, as is the rule. So we're gonna try and save her ourselves. The ether, the yellow beer. BB talks to us and is saying thank you. Saying what we're gonna do. Didn't realise he's actually quite powerful, and he's a bit in shock that he's been told that he's actually quite strong. We go through flashbacks, and then you have to decide if you want to save her or not. If you say forget it, you get another flashback, so we're just gonna go look for her. And now we need to go find Baku because we need to go fight him. Make sure you check everywhere, because up here is a rubber helm, very good. I always like to go down here first and get this chest. So because we are planning to leave the troop, we have to fight Baku as a punishment. So Baku has, let me have a look, 202 health. He has a high potion and an iron sword. I have put no. I got the better one. Not really a boss, but it's a forced encounter, so I'm not going to speed up. I put him in the back row because he does a lot of damage if you're not careful. If you got the Mage Masher and around level 2, you should be doing about 44 damage, give or take. 44 damage. The best thing you can get is you fall over. So yeah, it's about 5 hits and 5 physical hits. I can just do auto. Active. One more hit. Yeah. So he gives up. I don't want to see this. Oh no, it's fine. So sometimes, for some reason, his pathing gets messed up here. He'll look at blank and walk towards blank and then punch nothing, and your character still reacts to the punch. It's quite funny. Alright, that's that. Make sure you heal up. If they take Steiner with us, we call him Rusty because his armor is shockingly awful. What surprise. We're going to go get the ether. And he says we should go collect Master VV. Like, why are you calling him Master? It's like, that black mage wields great potential and great damage. We could use him. And then he's talking about trying sword magic. By the way, I don't like this. He, with the iron sword, is so much stronger than the VV with magic, and it pisses me off. Nothing's really a bug here. We're going to put the rubber helm on because it, as you see, it reduces thunder damage. Thank you. So Vivi's got the silk shirt I stole for Thunder and the leather whistle and Blizzard. So silk shirts and robes have a hidden mechanic involved in them. They say it has LM defense, thunder damage reduced by 50%. It also causes the wearer to take 50% more fire damage, and that is very dangerous later on. We should get there, and I'll show you that what I do with them. Essentially, what I do is I just take it off and make sure I have shell up if I have it. We can now buy some items. I'm gonna buy a few. Don't need these. Primarily, I don't want to get past level 2. You want a 5.7 reference? So this is the coronation theme for President Rufus when he gets elected the president in Junon from 5.7. A random spot you don't need to get, you can't do anything with. So if you were to play a normal game, you can grind around here. So, okay, never mind. So Parker's giving Blank a map and telling them to do something to meet us back at Limblum. So this spring will give you HP and MP back, so you can farm here in normal mode. I'm not gonna try and steal as much as I can. Right, that's not amazing, but it'll do. Right, I want to put it in the back row. So, quickly change to it. Oh, actually, no, hold on. It's too late now. We get a small cutscene showing us the next boss showing up. So, this is the plant range. Level 7, our character level cap is 3. It's got 916 health, but that doesn't really matter until Blank spawns in. The Blank will show up, and then we can kill it. Blank shows that when you've done enough damage, I think potentially all of its damage, all of its health, or Sedan is in critical or fainted. Which is great. It can put darkness on everyone with pollen at the beginning of the fight. 2 items, eye drops and the Iron Helm. Iron Helm is quite nice to have. It can be scary. Like in the back row, Zidane will take potentially lethal damage at level 2. Yeah, that's that. Unfortunately, he got off first. Everyone got pollen, which is fine. Thankfully, I don't think that affects steal rate. BT is going to be healing majority of the time. Okay, not too bad. Actually, no, that's not good. think a thunder will put me in danger. That's almost all his health in 2 hits, basically. One more hit will probably force Blank to spawn in. Yeah. Okay, I was right to Yep. So we did enough damage, so Blank spawn restricted in. He uses the steel. He should survive that if it's. Ooh. Try to steal this iron help. There we go. Generally, I believe once Blanks shows up, the health reduces slightly. So that fight done. Very quickly heal up. Taking his stuff from him. No, that's fine. Ideally, this encounter I only get 2. If I get 4, well, yeah. Cool. We're still gonna level up. We're getting amazing. One fire will kill him. Ideally, I think you want to leave here at level 2 with Sedan. So, essentially, the plant brain is like the ruler of the forest. And basically, when it dies, the forest has a safety feature where the plant spiders will spawn to try and stop you from escaping, to feed on, most likely. And in the process, will also start to petrify itself until it's ready to become petrified and carry on thriving. So these vines are trying to stop it escaping, that, as you can see, and then they start to petrify. Blank sacrificed himself for us, so we can escape. So they're having an argument about what they're doing here and how they're gonna travel through the mist regardless. We did just get a fourth heal, a fourth resting spot. So this is now a checkpoint. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do a hard save. We're not gonna talk to Mogster. So, fun fact. Whilst the title of the area is coming up, you cannot get an encounter. We're going to use that time to try and get to this gate. I'm going to try and steal what I can. But the reason I'm defending is so I know that we're going to run away at one point. Oh, you stole from them. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Good. Right. Would you stop? The Goblin Punch is still scary in this fight, in this game. If you're level 1, if you're the same level as the monster, it'll do more damage. Unfortunately, Garnet is level 1. Nah, yeah, Ironman's fine. Most of the time when you go to a south or north gate, you can get items from here, like lowest chest to get. If you talk here, there is someone you can go to and you can buy potions from. So I want a few more potions. That'll do. So you can see that I'm going to try and steal what I can while I'm running away. I don't really want to use flee, because if I flee, I can lose skill from doing that. Nice. And if I get too much damage, I can sure withdraw it now. So this is how far I got last time. I got this too. But the audio was like terrible. I'm going to restart. So we're going to go through the ice cavern to try and get atop the mist. We find out that Vivi's grandfather was a scholar who explored the place and explored the world and found out. You notice that Steiner has a lot of respect for Vivi. Takes your guts though. I am going to speed through here because it's a bit of a. This is a situation where we're not really going to get into any fights. You'll notice I'm avoiding the wind. The wind is basically a forced encounter. You get told off by the monsters you encounter, saying the wind lies out my path or something. Weirds are a bit annoying. They can swap health with you, so you can bring them to critical health, and then they'll swap health with you. And suddenly you've gone from having a monster with 20 HP to having maybe 200, 300 if it's Diner. Lands are scary. Oh, sorry. The cave imp is scary. Why? What was this about? This was targeted. I can put this on. I really wouldn't like to use my Phoenix Downs up. So there are certain points in the ice cavern you can get Vivi to break the ice. Oh, good lord. No, we're just leaving. Right now we're too scary. We're leaving. So you flee, you lose skill, which I don't really want. But if you didn't steal the Mage Master from the Master Man at the beginning, this is your first chance to get it. If you don't do this, you have to wait until you get to Dali. Oh, get away! You also know that I've kept Don in the back row. That is intentional because there's no point moving him into the front row. Oops. Good thing is, when you steal items, you get to keep that item. So we just switched health with Steiner. So we've got more health now. Fine. So you think, why don't I just use this? Well, the next boss that's coming up, it doesn't use Thunder Magic, so it's pointless. Oh god. Cave imps are scary. My speed's not fast enough to run away, which is a bit annoying. Oh. There was no win there. That's cheating. Right. You get cursed out. So, the next boss, I should say, we're about to go fight them now, is the Black Wolf #1 and the Sea Lion. The reason why we're capped at level 3 is because Sea Lion is level 3 here. It's a 2-on-1 fight. Sidon's the only one who you get to use here, which is why he's in the back row. Black Bolts will cast Fire and Blizzard on you. If I wore a silk shirt, I take more fire damage, which is why I'm not wearing it. This is just an extra defense. The Sea Lion will cast Wing and Blizzard at you. But there's no point attacking the Sea Lion because the Black Wolf will just heal it up. The priority is the Black Wolf first. The Black Wolf does have 2 items you can steal. The Sea Lion has 2 items. Now, take the speed up off. Sea Lion items are worth more than the Black Bolt, so don't worry about stealing from the Black Bolt. The Sea Lion has the Mithril Dagger, which will teach you Bandit on Sidon. Bandit is crucial because it guarantees you skip the stealing stage and you go straight for trying to get an item. Now, preferably, I'd be able to get the items I want before Krantz gets close. So, Black Wolf has Remedy and Silk Shirt, Sea Lion has an Ether and a Mithril Dagger. Sea Lion has 472 health. It's not a lot, He does have a few little tricks though. Right now he can only cast Blizzard or Wing. When you do enough damage, the jewel in his chest will turn to yellow, and it will cast Blizzard as a counter attack, and then go back to do Wing and Blizzard. Blizzard will do more damage, be really careful with that. Looks like next turn I get Trance, so I'm going to have to use it, unfortunately. I don't have to use it, but might as well get rid of the extra damage happening. Don't use if you use free energy or tidal flame, you'll instantly knock Sea Lion into red, and he'll cast Tsunami. Tsunami does heavy damage. I'm pretty sure it's 6 damage, based on how it helps you have. But because it's a counter attack, he then gets his turn. So if you're already at low health from the Tsunami, he'll probably kill you. And at level 1, that's happened to me quite a few times. You have to be very careful. But we're not doing anything until we get the Abyssal Dagger, so most likely the trance will be wasted. Oh, I am so sorry, I forgot about that. He's forgetting how transition works. Right, hi. You know what? I think because of that, I can restart it if it's fairer. Me doing a dum dum. It's not too big a difference. It's 2 on 1. There's a small wizard next to him. He casts fire and magic. If you hit him when he's alive, he'll cast magic to heal him. Kill him first. Don't do anything to the sea lion until you've stolen the bandit knife. If I can get it. Also, despite the fact that this thing is clearly a giant beast made of ice, it counts as an aerial creature. So if you had anything that was wind-based, it takes more damage from that. You don't have anything that's wind-based, so don't worry about that. Okay, but there's a 25% chance. What's going on? Well, I know what's going on. I'm most likely not meeting the steel criteria. There we go. Most likely what was happening was I wasn't getting past the first step to stealing. So I just wasn't being successful. We're going to stay in the back row so we can take less damage from the wing. So roughly 10 hits is enough to kill it at the back row. Maybe 11. Right, okay. So yeah, so it's gone to yellow and it counters with Bizarra. And that's big damage. It will now do its normal attack. So what's that, 176? Yeah, 176. I'm going to heal up for this because I hope it does wing next. You know, I hope it does blizzard. Probably. Oh no, we're going. Cool. So we're going to avoid the tsunami and just go straight for the free energy because this will outright kill it now. Yeah, it turns red, but fun fact, in the Japanese version, that fight was a lot harder. The tsunami did a lot more damage. Right. So me no longer being dumb when we play the game properly again and not have a guide stuck in my face. My own pesky guys just went and screwed me over because I'm silly. Dino accuses us of doing something offensive. That's fine. So we now have a level cap of 6, which is very fantastic. We can now start killing things. Yay! Ideally, we would get the best encounter. 4 flans. Come on, 4 flans. Oh. However, I get to kill them now. I do want to keep stealing now, so. Okay, speed up. What am I doing? See, they do more ice damage to me than the boss did. Quite funny. So we can now start leveling up, which is great. And we're doing a little grind. There we go. This is like the best encounter you can get in the dungeon. Because one fire will kill them all. They have like no magic defense at all. Really easy experience. So I wanted. No. Take that off. We'll do her. You can learn Flea Gale again. Oh right, yeah, point. Method in the madness. So we made it to the top of the cavern. The village, like the Don says he's been to before. She's like, "Oh, you've been everywhere, apparently." And now it's all about how she can't just go around the way she is because it should be too obvious, especially when Stanley's shouting "princess" everywhere. And now she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna rename myself. I'm gonna call myself Dagger." We need a better name. What's a better name? Give me a name. Shiv. Okay. Like you just made a worse dagger. Shiv. Oh yeah, machete. Yes, dagger truly. You know how like in the I haven't seen it yet, but you know like in what was it Naked Gun in the in the trailer for Naked Gun, the little girl turns into Liam Neeson. That's just dagger turning into machete.